It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The regular season on its last legs. We can almost taste the playoffs from here. Kenny, how do they taste?
Wait, hold on. Ooh, tastes like chicken.
Barbecue chicken?
Oh, yeah.
In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Miami as the Heat go up against the Orlando Magic. For Orlando, they...
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got Orlando taking on Miami. And the injury to Dwayne Wade, this is really big news.
They certainly aren't going to have him for this game, Kevin, but looking on the bright side of things, it appears as though he'll be ready for action in the playoffs.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Orlando, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Houdini is out there with Payne, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Here's Houdini, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. He said the key to this matchup will be their ability to limit the quality looks close to the basket. When facing a team like this one, he said, you don't stand a chance giving up easy looks inside. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Vucevic with the block. Here's Houdini. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Harris, right side. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
Thornton with it. 9 points last game. Right side a screen. Johnson sends the screen for Thornton. On the wing, Johnson. And that one's on target from the wing.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And Miami has possession following the bucket by Orlando. 6 on the shot clock. Right side a screen. Dragic gets the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Houdini. His numbers are borderline ridiculous in the best way possible at the moment. He's averaging nearly 33 points a game. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And really a big factor in their win last time out was his work at the line.
I think it was the difference in the game. In a close game, when you knock down those kinds of points at the stripe, that decides a game oftentimes. And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's the screen. Here's Thornton, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, that's always a disadvantage when you get blasted on the glass. They needed to do a much better job of getting inside position. And if you can't do that, it's going to be a long day on the backboards.
There's the dish to Johnson. Now the pass to Bosch. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Shot is off. So Orlando will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid. Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Johnson up top. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Whiteside kicks to Johnson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game. And a new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Kerry Jones comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Nick Calathes in for Goran Dragic. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Nene, he's checked in for Vucevic. Johnson comes in for Gordon. Azania, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Payne. Here's Houdini. And Jones over to help. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Winslow. And that one comes up a bit short. Orlando trailing here. Here's Houdini. They swipe it. In transition, here comes Miami. Johnson outside. Out to the wing. From the baseline. Winslow's shot is off.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that. A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Miami with the ball, following the three-pointer by Freak. Winslow dishes to Calathes. Screen by Jones. Calathes kicks to Winslow. Here's Calathes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Houdini. Nene, the screen. Johnson over to help. Here's Houdini. He has 7. They grab their own miss. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Kicks to Winslow. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Nene. And here we go with the Magic fast break. The shot's good from Houdini.
Match up. Match up. Match up.
Payton, he's checked in for Houdini. And Orlando has possession. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Thornton out there with Dragic. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks put on a show. He ended with 23 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
These are the guys you want on the wing when your team needs a three. In the second half of the season, they're the top small forwards in the NBA from beyond the arc. Tobias Harris, third.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into it. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the three. Some good numbers for Houdini. He's got 11 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Gordon with a screen on Dragic. Houdini passes to Gordon, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Dragic. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
Here's Winslow after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Bosch trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got the lead back up to 4 now for Miami. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. 11 points in the game. Doubled by Bosch. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Got a piece of it.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Outside Dragic. Dishes it to Bosch. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. 10 points for Chris Bosch.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Here's Houdini. Vucevic is screen on Dragic. Here's Houdini. Out to Harris. This one for 3. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Tobias Harris. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 9th in field goal. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
And the shot is good. And it's 8 points here for Justice Winslow.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Feeds it to Vucevic. Nails the wide open jump shot. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Goes up the baseline. Can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Houdini. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
A different look for Miami. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Winslow. And it's Nick Calathis in for Goran Dragic. The Magic also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Harris. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Payne. Nene, the screen. 2 on the clock. Here's Houdini. Second chance shot. That's in. The Miami Heat down to just 1 on the basket from Nene.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. Once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And it's 7 points for Johnson.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Houdini. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that you know, just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Johnson now top of the key. Bosch drives in. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Houdini. He's got 15. Passes it to Gordon. Good work defensively by Stoudemire.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Houdini is out there with Payne, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And the Heat making a change here. Jones is checked in. The Heat with the lead. Now here's Dragic, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. Freak number 1.
And for the purist out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Call him their heart and soul. I mean, their offense would be completely different if he wasn't the guy running the show.
The Heat have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Magic trail by 3. for the tie. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And again, it's Orlando with the 3. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Now here's Bosch. 14 points for him. That's good.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it too.
Houdini kicks it out to Gordon. Johnson against Harris. Here's Houdini. 23 points in the game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. The Heat have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Free throw good, Dragic. He's off on the second. Orlando leading. Picked by Vucevic. To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Vucevic has got 6.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Now here's Dragic. He has 5. Jones, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Houdini. It's tipped. It's stolen by Jones. Johnson outside. Dragic with a wide open look. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 7. Winslow's checked in for the Heat. Then for the Magic. Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Payton in for Houdini. Payton outside. Getting ready for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Bosch. Stoudemire comes in for Jones. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Nick Calathes in for Goran Dragic. Here's Houdini. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And Azania gets it to go.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
Now here's Winslow. He's got 11. 1:16 left here in the third quarter. 13 feet away. Rebound by the Magic.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Outside Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Inside. Houdini passes to Nene. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
You could tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
No good from Houdini.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
The Heat trail by 13. Out to the wing. Right side a screen. Calathes dishes to Stoudemire. It's stolen by Oladipo. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. No good from Houdini. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Thornton against Oladipo. 4 seconds left. The shot will not go.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
And we welcome welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And Miami shooting in this game 45%. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Thornton out there with Dragic. And it's Johnson in at the small forward spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Bosch kicks to Thornton. Johnson outside. Pass to Bosch. Johnson dishes to Whiteside. He feeds it to Bosch. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 14. Whiteside, good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Here's Houdini. In the corner, it's Gordon. Pass to Houdini. To the middle, here's Vucevic, and he drops it in from the low post. And the Magic lead by 15.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
It's Dragic with the drive, and it's blocked by Gordon.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
No good from Dragic. The Magic leading by 15. Here's Houdini. Offline with his 3. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And that one's good. And that's now 9 points for Johnson.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Here's Houdini. Dragic comes with the double team. Payne. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Vucevic, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Johnson attacking. Here's Thornton, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Here's Houdini. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. The feed to Harris. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Another miss by Vucevic.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Bosch. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Bosch has got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Now, here's Thornton. Following the miss by Freak. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. He dishes it to Vucevic, and the shot is good. And the Magic lead by 11. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Houdini. Off the pick. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there. You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Here's Houdini. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Houdini's got 16 here in the second half. The Heat trail by 11. Outside Dragic. Johnson outside. And here's Dragic. Whiteside, high post. Shot clock at 3. From deep. No good from Dragic. Orlando leading by 11. Here's Houdini. Harris outside. On the wing, Gordon. Shoots from the corner. Jump shot is good. Heat have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. Back to fundamentals. That's what he told them. Specifically, he'd like to see them implement the pick and roll as often as possible. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. The dish to Dragic. Goes back up. The shot no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Magic have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. Here's Houdini. Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Guys, keep it up.
Both good from the line that time. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Now Dragic. He kicks it to Bosch. Another steal.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Orlando.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity. With the wins piling up on the year, this will make it now 61 total.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Houdini. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
That's his 5th personal foul. Shooting for Miami.
That's good from Houdini. And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Jones comes in for Chris Bosh. Ennis, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Nick Calathes in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Magic, Nene, he's checked in for Vucevic. Johnson comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Hezonja in for Tobias Harris. Now here's Winslow. That one goes. Count.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Move the ball. Stick it to run.
Here's Houdini. Oladipo outside. And that one's good.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Calathes passes to Jones. Offline from the top of the key. Lets it go with a three. No good. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and
Minimum points tonight.
Well, the outcome of this one never really in doubt tonight. Would you say that this is one of the better performances by this team this year?
It sure felt like it, yeah.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. As the NBA's leading scorer, he delivered another outstanding performance among many this season. Quite fun to watch this guy work on any night.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.